Hi, I'm extreme fever linguist, founder from Lingua and Lingua Plus. No, I've been asked a lot how to connect with foreign culture. If you don't go to the country, like you learn a language, you want to connect, and well, you want to kind of get immersed a little bit. I believe one of the ways to get connected, food. When you go to a restaurant here of that particular cuisine, you learn about their dishes, about their beverages, how they prepare them, how they eat them. I think like culinary, it's like it's not a sort of like fact in a way, right? Because like people connect through food, flavors, right? So sensations. And if you go to a good restaurant like with the cuisine of the language you are targeting, that the best because you can learn your vocabulary. You can definitely learn a lot about the culture, about the traditions, especially if you can talk to waiters. Don't forget to tip them then. But you can, yeah, you can talk to waiters. Potentially, if there is also live music from that culture, you can learn something new about their music. I think it's beautiful. So when you connect through food, like through restaurants, that's one thing. Another thing, of course, if then you have a chance to go to the country and actually go to, well, markets, right? Like Sunday markets, supermarkets, just get the fruit, like taste it, taste the fruit, veggie like, that grows on that soil, and you will feel the different taste. And as well, if you manage to make friends with the locals, and if one of the locals actually cooks, doesn't have to be an Michelin like star chef, but just yeah, a person, local person who cooks. And if you can go and cook together, you can also learn a lot about the culture. And as you know, some cultures, specifically Italian culture, French culture, have a lot of vocabulary wrapped up around cuisine, around preparing food. And this is a fun way to learn about the culture because you will be actually getting more, I would say, more juice or juicy details about those languages. Let's say also like wine, yeah, like France here as well. There's like whole world of winery, how to make wine, how to taste wine, all there, right? Like all these different shades. And when you pick it up, like you can learn lots of set phrases and idioms connected to that particular field. And of course, when we talk about some cultures where cuisine is not that great, it's not a problem because still you will learn something new. You will definitely pick up some set phrases. And also, what's important, you will notice how these people, well, talk about food, how they treat food, and what they do now with foreign cuisines. Because that's also quite interesting when we know that, like, in a lot of languages, French vocabulary about cuisine still sticks around. Like take English or even Russian, where in 19th century, actually all high court spoke French. Like we know that there was a period as well in England when all high court spoke French, and all these phrases are coming. Yeah, so they're coming from French, even those languages. And I believe it's fascinating because again, you could see it like then another topic, music. Um, well, if we dive into it, we can find out that a lot of musical terms are coming from Italy, right? And it's another thing how we can connect with cultures via music, right? Because again, um, all modern cultures have some sort of heritage via music and their musical compositions, whether they're like folklore stories put on music, whether they're any kind of well poetry compositions, whether they're melodies, particular rhythm, and with music we can get immersed into the culture. But still, coming back to food, I believe with food, um, we can learn so much as well, like how the food is grown, what kind of seasons of the year culture has, because we used to, well, to this common knowledge that there are only 4 seasons. Of course, with the climate change, it's changing right now, but still, in some cultures, you will learn that they have seasons named after a certain time of harvesting, right? Or there are many more seasons. And that's also quite interesting. So there are different ways how you indeed can enter into culture, how you can connect. I would say start with food. About music and other ways, we can talk another time. I would be very curious to hear about your own, well, experiences and then your stories, ideas, thoughts about food, because here we know it could be very picante, and this picante somehow also is connected to the culture and their, well, temper, or food can be, well, tasteless. Like in some cultures, I'm sorry, but yeah, it could be. And then you will notice that, yeah, the culture itself is not very expressive. But yeah, anyways, that's all for today. Please, well, like, share, subscribe, and let's talk soon. Bye.